Hi, my name is Noshas. I'm going to guys know me as Shubon, and this is a Spurs video podcast. Apologies for, I think it's been a while since my last video podcast. Unfortunately, my laptop's been on the blink, and so it's just been very, very difficult to do YouShubes. Hopefully, this YouTubes will upload. And apologies that I haven't got my usual sparring partner, either the incredible, my good mate, my Kevin G, or Dom. From Spurs Forum, but Skype not working. It's just going to be me solo. Yeah, so it's going to be a solo shoot. Anyway, and so yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint all those guys who hate YouTubes, and I know they outnumber the guys who actually like YouTubes by about, I don't know, about a billion to one, but thank you for those guys, and I'm going to say them out there. Super Spurs, Major Hank, oh god, obviously Kevin, Tim, and Dom, and yeah, quite a few guys. So yeah, I'm sorry if I've left one out. I want to say Triple KL, Triple K. There's a few. There's followers about to see. There's been quite a few. So yeah, just say thank you for following, and hopefully we'll go 2013. 2013 started pretty well. We obviously, I'm not gonna go over the 4 games. That's been done to death on all the podcasts, so I'm not there. But one thing I am very happy with is the fact that even when we went behind, we we didn't let our heads go down. Against Reading and against Sunderland, we kept a belief. And yeah, there was some bit, there was a bit of luck. With Lennon's goal, it wasn't lucky. There was the way that the ball fell to him. There was a little bit of good fortune, but he made the most of it, and so. I think we're doing very, very well, and I think that shows it because Lewis Holtby, has he chosen us over Arsenal? For me personally, I don't. The Arsenal side, they've got Cazorla, Wilshere, and Arteta, and obviously, could he rotate? Yeah, without a doubt, you have to rotate players, but realistically, I think it would have been a very difficult fit, whereas at Spurs he fits a lot better. I think he's a lot better fit at Spurs. And again, you can only go by YouTube anyone can look good on YouTube. I'm sure Gregor Rasha could look great on YouTube. I remember him, but I think when you look at it, there's a real awareness and there's a lot of imagination about him. I love Dembele. I think Dembele is an excellent player, but for me, as much as I love someone dribbling with the ball, and I remember a good mate of mine, Dom, actually said, look, you know what, you compare him to Gazza a little bit, and there is that, but the difference with Gazza is that, yes, he had that same ability and that physical strength and that low center of gravity, which is, obviously Dembele's a lot taller, but he had that ability to glide and the ball's glued to his feet, but Gazza offered this, he could either pass, slip it through, or he could perhaps take an absolute rocket of a shot. And I don't think Dembele. I think once he gets his shooting boots on and starts threatening a bit more from range, and that combination of, I think players will think, wait, do I stand back because he can slip the ball through, or do I try and break him, cut him down? And I think either he develops an incisive pass that will develop his shooting, or he develops his shooting that will develop his incisive passing. I like to think we've got one of the best centre midfields in the league. I really am strong to think who's got a better centre mid. Maybe possibly Chelsea. Maybe with Ramirez and Mikel, but I don't know. I don't really. When you look at those, I think Sandro and Dembele. I don't get why Alex Ferguson didn't sign Dembele. 15 million, and it's an absolute fucking bargain. 25 years old. He's going to come into the peak of his career, but Alex Ferguson's loss is our gain. And speaking of losses being our gains, Ezekiel Friars. I'm wondering if they're going to do like the whole Samuel Jackson or something. I don't know. Is there anything like Ezekiel? But there's something about Alex Ferguson. I remember saying, "Oh, I was something dodgy about that." I personally feel that Alex Ferguson, as we all know, plays by the rules, never bends them, never looks to take advantage of his position within football and ride roughshod over the rules. He always respects both the letter and the spirit of the rules. he you know, as we all know, and therefore, you know, so you know, cause obviously, because that's what makes this argument so strong, compelling, obviously. But I think signing Holtby for a free. I mean, obviously, look, I'd rather sign him in now, but for 2 million. But I think ABB said, look, he's not coming in. Yeah, they try to do this deal, but you know, I think I'd prefer to bring him in now. But I think with Clint Dempsey, he's starting to come to form, and Sigurdsson, I think, do you know what? For me, Siggy's, I'm a bit disappointed. I thought, of all the players, I thought he did really well because cause I liked his delivery. I mean, we saw absolute beautiful. I mean, obviously it was Coventry, so not exactly the most difficult team in the world, but against Reading, we saw quality ball in the box. He has that ability. He can put a decent cross in, and I think I remember talking about this. I said, you know what, he'll be, from set pieces, he'll be very good. So we'll soon beat that out of him. So I'm glad to see that prophecy didn't come true. Striker wise, this is my take on it. Adebayor, he goes to Togo, well, with Togo, sorry, I don't know, wherever they're playing, and he gets some goals in. He gets some form and some fitness because he clearly was unfit. He hadn't been, and I don't think that angle was there. So he does well for Togo. I don't know who's his favourite. I don't know much about African football, but let's just say they'll get to the quarterfinals, whatever. If they get knocked out, they get knocked out. But he's played at the top of his game. The team's built around him. He gets re-energized. That fire's relit under him. And hopefully, I'm hoping that JD, I think he's continuing his form, but hopefully that'll light another fire in Daniel Levy, and he looks to sign, Damiao or whoever. I mean, I think personally, there's no way. I mean, I know he's already looking at, I want Barcelona to sign me, but you know what? Messi's a central striker, so you're not going to get that shot. I want Juventus to sign me. Well, no, because I think they're about to sign Llorente. I want PSG. No, they've signed Ibrahimovic. I want Milan. Nah, I could do, but they're on the down. I mean, Italian football is struggling a little bit. Juve aside, I think they are really struggling. I mean, the fact that Inter Milan are having to get rid of Schneider, they can't afford his wages, and he won't take a pay cut. It's like, well, no, you offered me that money. I took it. I never actually put a gun to your head. They were, other clubs are interested. And they were circling, and then you know what? You offered me, a good contract, and I took it. His form has suffered, but that's the way it is. The way I look at it, I'm glad we're not signing him. If he's going to Turkey or wherever. He is an amazing player. I thought he was my player of 2010 for me. I thought he was the best player. I thought, ahead of Xavi and Iniesta and all those guys, just because of his performances for Inter and at Holland. I think because Holland were punching, they were punching well above their weight to even get to that final. So, and that was just my take on it. I still, think that. I mean, as for the Moutinho thing, I think because Lewis Holtby are signing him on a free. We've saved about 50 odd million. We're not going to sign Willian for like 30 million because this is my thing about it. Willian's a great player, without doubt. I'm sure Super will agree. He's a fantastic player. But here's the thing: he's at least 25, 30 million. Is that money we can afford? Really? Yeah. And again, Moutinho, I think he's a great player, a wonderful player. But where do you play him? Because you can't play him. You break up that double pivot. Yep, I've used that word, double pivot. Credit goes to Carlos, free captain, and we're ready for that one. You break up that double pivot, and what you push him forward. But it's actually better coming from deep, running that ball from deep, and turning out possession from deep. Okay, well, maybe no, it doesn't work. I don't think we need Moutinho, and I think in Tom Carroll we've got a very good player. I think if we get him a good loan deal, if we can get him loaned out next season to a good, Premiership team, he has decent, or we do what we did with Walker. You spend half your season with a Championship side, you do well for a Championship side, a team that's going on the up, and then we'll send you down to, hopefully if Palace go up, we'll send you down to Palace or something, and hopefully we'll see how you do with them. And and I think, yeah, and if we decide to keep him, we keep him. If not, Eriksen's, I think he's not going to sign another contract. We can get him on a free, saving more money, And we are developing a very, very young side, and I think if we can get that centre forward and come maybe next year another creative midfielder, either Carroll comes of age or we do bring a player in. Who knows? Maybe Luca might come back. You never know. I mean, never say never. And I think he was a great player, but I think what they found out is, you know what? He's not as good as Xabi Alonso in that really deep spot, and you know what? He's not as good as Mesut Ozil in that forward spot. So you got to wonder why they signed him. And the way I look at it, if one of the biggest clubs in the world wants to sign you, you ain't gonna say no to that. And they're offering triple wages. You got to play with the best players in the world, possibly with one of the best managers the game's ever seen. You say no to that. But you never know. We'll see how things go, really. So I like to think, with Lewis Holtby, we've saved at least 21 million on Willian, another 25 million on, say, Moutinho. Then I'm thinking, do you know what? That's 45 million. Do you know what? I don't know where we need to improve the team. Honestly, I think we've got a great team there. I think a little bit of experience here and there, but honestly, I think the centre back a little bit more. But no, obviously if Gallus gets retires, but or goes to China or whatever. But do you know what? I think for the first time you actually look at that team, you're thinking, well, we got something. We may have something special here. I mean, Holtby can cover go both lanes. He's not as quick as I'm going again from my mates who actually watch a lot of German football. He's not a speed demon the way Bale or Lennon are, but he ain't short of pace. He can run with the ball at speed. At speed, nothing trouble with it. But he's got an awareness. I like the fact that he's got a very peripheral vision. He can spot a pass, and he's got imagination. And one of the things I saw that there's a very clip where he's actually running back because he realises that there's no one on the line, and he actually saves a certain goal. Literally puts his body on the line, and he will hunt for the ball. He will actually hunt for the ball, and then Bailey and Holtby, man, and the two wingers of Bale and Lennon. I mean, fucking hell, that's just sorry, cursing again. So anyway, I'm hoping that this will be a good thing. As for the QPR game, I see Mark Lawrenson has given us his usual. Oh, we're gonna do shit. Mark Lawrenson is hiding to nothing. If he says we're gonna lose, we cuss him out. If he says that we're gonna win, you're jinxing it. If he says we're gonna draw, I don't give a shit about it. For me personally, I think I can see the Spurs players are trying to get involved under Villas Boas. They are developing. Aaron Lennon's developing more of an end product. Jermaine Defoe's getting offside less. And I really think it is going to come together. And I'm really hoping that, the future is bright, the future is lily white. And I think, if we can just keep this upward run going, hopefully with a new stadium. And if, like I said, I honestly think that Man United are going to win the league title without doubt. I cannot see anyone not. I mean, let's face it, Van Persie elevated a very, I won't say average, or they're a good side, good players, but he was able, him and his goals helped them up to third. And so if actually do with Arsenal aren't that really great team, not compared to their previous sides. With Man United, who let's face it, centre back there are issues because players are retiring. Centre mid, they haven't really got a real defensive midfielder. I don't know why they haven't signed a real good defensive midfielder. And yet they're running away with the league. This is a very, very poor league, I think. Man City, they're struggling with being champions. I mean, this is the thing. And this, I'm not against Gareth Barry, but when you think championship team, you don't think Gareth Barry. I'm sorry, I just don't. And Chelsea, we don't know what the fuck's going on with Chelsea. I mean, they tonk Aston Villa 8-0, and everyone thinks, well, shit, Benitez is gone going. He's fucking hell. And then they lose to QPR, and it's like, what? And then they lost to Swansea. And, it's just, you don't know what's actually going on with them, do you? It's a bit, And so I think, honestly, and so a lot of guys, including them saying, look, why can't we go for second? Why can't we challenge for second? We're not going to challenge for the title, but I really do think, and I think Man City are going to finish second, but I think we'll push. I think we'll push for third. I think we'll end up getting fourth anyway, but I think second, it goes fourth, I'm not saying it's nailed on, but it'll be, third, like, it's a reach, and second, like, I can't get, and that's what I think it will happen. But we'll never know. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for watching this first YouShubes of the new year. Happy New Year to you guys, and let's keep it winning. Let's keep it white. The future's light. The future's light. White. The future's bright. It's lily white. I'm sure if I wasn't so tired, I would have said that perfectly, but I didn't. So anyway, please click on the ad links if and when they appear. Please tweet me, FB me, whatever, and definitely please put your comments on. Love to hear from you guys. As those people like Major Hank, Super Spurs, Triple KL, Bo Battersea, a lot of the guys, they know. If you put a comment on there, I will reply to it. I'll always try to give as many replies, because I think if you've taken the time out to watch what I've talked about, and not only that, you're watching it, you're actually gonna take the time to actually, you know what? And not only will I watch it, I'm actually gonna give a comment. I'm gonna give some feedback. And I can't say nothing more than that. So yeah, thank you very much, and let's hope to beat QPR on Saturday, and hopefully my mate Jeremy, because my mate of mine Jeremy, he actually was booked to come and fly in for Monday to watch the game, and they changed around, so he must be, hopefully Jeremy can still watch the game. So yeah, he gets my shout out. He's the sole guy from Facebook gets my shout out. So yeah, come on, you as always. Come on, you Spurs.